This young boy is wealthier than most of us could ever imagine. Meet Prince George, the young king destined to inherit a colossal fortune and a fascinating array of titles. From the moment he was born, his baby clothes sparked a true fashion frenzy, and he received over 1,000 gifts, including a charm bracelet worth £10,000 sterling. His toy car collection features a miniature Martin and an electric SUV. Picture his holidays: lavish stays on and ski trips too. In the future, he is expected to inherit properties valued at over $1 billion, priceless artifacts, and even a family right over Wales. If you want to learn more about the wealth of this 10-year-old boy, read on. You are about to feel royally envious. At the heart of this centuries-old monarchy is King Charles II, who succeeded Queen Elizabeth II after her remarkably long reign. Many famous figures are part of this family, including Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, and his wife, Duchess of Cambridge, along with their 3 children: Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Leading the line of succession is Prince George, the eldest son of William and. This young prince is set to inherit significant titles and vast wealth. The royal fortune blends personal riches, inherited estates, and assets tied to the institution of the monarchy. The Crown Estate comprises an extensive collection of lands and properties, around $20.5 billion in value, from sprawling rural estates to top-tier urban real estate in the heart of London. Though its revenues go to the treasury, the royal family receives a percentage known as the sovereign grant to cover official expenses. 2 other major income sources are the Duchy of Lancaster and the Duchy of Cornwall. The Duchy of Lancaster provides the reigning monarch with revenues currently estimated at over $814 million. The Duchy of Cornwall, held by the Prince of Wales, now Prince William, is worth more than £1 billion sterling. As Duke of Cornwall, William manages this duchy, which is expected to pass down to Prince George, generating an annual income of around £21 million sterling. William also has personal assets, including art and heirlooms from his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, and his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. King Charles II himself has a personal fortune estimated at around £600 million sterling. While not all of this will go directly to George, much of it will pass through family trusts and inheritances. The royal fortune also includes remarkable real estate. Palace alone is valued at $5 billion, serving as the quintessential family home on a grand scale. George might not officially own it, but it is the future stage for many of his royal duties. Kensington Palace, where William and his family currently live, is worth around $630 million. This royal family home combines historic charm with modern amenities. Then there are the private retreats of the monarch, like cozy cottages where the family can unwind. One can imagine young George playing hide-and-seek in the palace gardens while the adults sip tea inside. Beyond institutional wealth, royal family members own personal investments, art collections, jewelry, and more. The crown jewels, kept in the Tower of London under guard by the yeoman warders, include some of the world's most precious and historic pieces: crowns, scepters, orbs, and rings studded with diamonds from the largest and most famous mines. George will not own these, but will have access to them for official events. The Royal Art Collection, held in trust for the monarch, is one of the world's most impressive, boasting masterpieces by Rembrandt, Leonardo da Vinci, and these timeless works are both historically and financially invaluable. When Diana, Princess of Wales, passed away, she left a sizable inheritance to her sons, each receiving about £10 million sterling on their 25th birthdays. These wisely invested funds continue to grow and will one day benefit George. George's future extends beyond money. He will inherit titles that come with historical significance and financial perks. As Duke of Cornwall, George will eventually control land and investments worth over £1 billion sterling, producing roughly £20 million in annual income, plenty of pocket money for a future king. He will have access to royal residences, including palace and private estates like House and Balmoral Castle. Unlike most of us, who worry about inheritance taxes, George enjoys a unique exemption thanks to a 1993 agreement between then Prime Minister John Major and Queen Elizabeth II. The monarch is exempt from the usual 40% inheritance tax on large estates, ensuring the royal fortune remains largely intact. He also technically holds rights to whales, sturgeons, and dolphins caught within 3 miles of British shores, a medieval law dating back to King Edward II in 1324. While George is unlikely to fish for whales, this quirky privilege is a fun reminder of royal perks. Although only 10, George's net worth is already staggering. His wealth is tied to lands, titles, and the economic impact he generates rather than a personal bank account. His net worth is estimated at around £2.7 billion sterling. This figure reflects the lands and titles that will produce income over his lifetime and the so-called Prince George effect. Since his birth in 2013, anything he wears or uses sells out immediately, from a £9 t-shirt that vanished in under an hour to designer outfits that fly off store shelves. His fashion influence alone is estimated to contribute around £2.3 billion to the British economy, demonstrating the commercial power of the royal family. As the second heir to the throne, George stands to inherit titles like Duke of Cornwall and Prince of Wales when his grandfather or father becomes king. The Duchy of Cornwall spans over 135,000 acres across 23 counties in England and Wales, generating £20 million a year. He will also become Prince of Wales, a title rich in history and culture. When he marries, George will receive a dukedom bestowed by the reigning monarch, just as William became Duke of Cambridge upon his marriage. Despite his vast wealth, George currently has no personal income. His fortune is bound up in future inheritances, titles, and the economic effect of his public image. From birth, George has been surrounded by grandeur. He was showered with royal gifts, including thousands of presents for his first birthday and an £18,000 playhouse from his grandfather, King Charles. His toy car collection is nothing short of enviable. A dark green miniature Martin that can reach 20 miles per hour and one of only 25 ever made, plus an electric SUV gifted by Uncle Harry. William strive to give George as normal an education as possible. He and his siblings attend the prestigious school in Berkshire, with fees of £7,000 sterling per term. The school boasts top-tier facilities, including a 25-meter indoor pool, artificial turf football pitch, golf course, outdoor play areas, and even an apiary. George's wardrobe reflects his mother's fashion icon status. From Ralph to Bowden to Rachel Riley, his closet combines designer pieces with high-street brands. Recently, his outfits have become more formal, with bespoke suits, shirts, and ties preparing him for his public role. George's family vacations are the epitome of luxury. At 6 months old, he took his first trip to, staying in a 4-bedroom villa with a butler, private chef, housekeeper, and gardener. The family has returned many times, basking in Caribbean sunshine. They also ski in France, chartering private jets, including one owned by George's godfather. George will one day inherit priceless family heirlooms, such as the Edwards crown, made of solid gold and set with over 400 precious stones. He may also inherit his grandfather's estate, valued at £3.9 million sterling. George's birthdays are elaborate affairs, with sumptuous parties and extravagant gifts. He attends major royal events, including Trooping the Colour and Christmas at, soaking up centuries-old traditions. Though only 10, George's life is already extraordinary. His destiny as a future king combines ancient traditions with modern responsibilities. Perhaps he will follow his father, grandfather, and uncle into aviation. Reports from 2017 note his fascination with helicopters during family visits to Germany and Poland. During a recent garden party, his father revealed George dreams of touring an RAF base. George may choose military training, aeronautical studies, or entirely new paths, building on a broad education. He could pioneer drone technology or even space exploration, blending royal duty with innovation. Beyond aviation, George's role could promote global diplomacy, humanitarian efforts, and cultural understanding, leaving a legacy of unity. In the end, Prince George's story is one of immense wealth, tradition, and privilege, balanced by responsibility and potential. As he approaches his 11th birthday, his journey promises to be as remarkable as the crown he may one day wear.